This is the neon stripe scarf close-up. It's worked from the long side, and then you work in long rows across this way, and then you change colors. And the great thing about a project like this is you can leave a long end on your starting chain, like right here would be a starting chain, and just leave those hanging out. And then when you finish off a color on either side, just leave a long enough strand so that you can just ease those strands into your fringe. So this also matches a hat that's in another video, so make sure that you look in the links below and to get the pattern for this hat that matches this beautiful scarf. And so to get started, I'm just going to show you the pattern stitch here. And I've got my starting chain here, and it gives you the pattern stitch multiple so that you can make other projects with this pattern stitch if you know what the multiples are. But to start this scarf, you actually chain 228, and then you work in the 2 rows of pattern stitch that are really easy once you see how they're done. So right now I've got my starting chain on here, and the recommended hook size is a J, and this hook size is not as important as the hat because the hat is worked in around and it has to fit around your head, but this is not as important. So to start with, I am going to work 2 double crochets in the 3rd chain from hook. So I've got my chains here, and this counts as 1 chain, 2, and that's 3. So I'm going to work a double crochet in the 3rd chain from hook. I can do this multiple ways. I can go in the top chain like that. I can go in the top 2 chains, or I can turn it and go in the back bar like this. So just for speed purposes, I'm going to go in that top loop. So I'm going to work a double in the 3rd chain from hook. Then actually it's 2 doubles in the 3rd chain from hook, like that. Then it says to skip 2 chains, so I'm going to skip that one and that one. And then it says to single crochet and 2 doubles in the next chain. So I'm going to work a single and 2 doubles. Okay, and then I need to pull this across here. I'm going to skip 2 chains and work a single and 2 doubles. And then I'm going to skip 2 chains, 1, 2, and work a single and 2 doubles. Okay, when you get down to the end, you should have 3 chains at the very end. You skip 2 chains, and then you work a single crochet in the last chain. Just like that. And then it tells you to chain 2 and turn. So I just do 1, 2. I'm going to turn like the page of a book. So I just go like this. And then work 2 double crochets in the 1st single crochet. So 1 and 2. And then it says to skip 2 doubles, which is right here and right here, and work single crochet and 2 doubles in the single right here. The single is the shorter stitch between the sets of doubles. And if you have a hard time figuring out what the single is, you could turn this back over to this side, and you'll see that the single is right here, and the little loops that you need to go into are actually a little bit offset to the right or left of the stitch. If you're a right-handed crocheter, you'll be seeing this on the right side, but if you're left-handed, if you're watching the left-handed video, you're going to see it off to the left side. So hopefully I said that right. So this is right-handed crochet, so my loops for that stitch are going to be off to the right, kind of a little bit off to the right. And then if you're watching the left-handed video, they're going to be a little bit off to the left. Okay, so now I've got my 2 doubles in the first single crochet, and then I'm going to work a single crochet into the single. I'm skipping those doubles, and I'm working 2 doubles. And then I'm going to skip the next 2 doubles and single and 2 doubles into the next single. Like that. It makes like this little offset shell. Then I'm going to single and 2 doubles into the next single. And then at the end of this row, it says to single in the second chain of the beginning chain 2 from the previous row. So I'm not going into either one of these doubles, so it's a chain right next to the first double of the previous row. So it's right here, and then it just says to single crochet like that. So now you chain 2 and turn. And now you just repeat that same row, row 2, for the entire pattern, just like this. So I'm going to do this one more time. So actually there's only 1 row of pattern, and in the directions it gives you a stripe sequence. So it says 6 rows of main color, so that's this, and then it says 2 rows of contrasting color 1, then it says 4 rows of contrasting color 2, 2 rows of contrasting color 3, 2 rows of contrasting color 1 again, and then you finish with 6 rows of main color again. So let me do, this is this row is the same row throughout the entire width of your scarf. So you chain 3 and turn, chain 2 and turn, and you work 2 double crochets into that first single. Right there. Then you skip these 2 doubles and you work a single crochet and 2 doubles into the next single, just like that. Then you work a single, 2 doubles, and then you skip the next 2 doubles and you single and 2 doubles. Makes a really pretty stitch, and it's very simple to do. And then in the end, all you do is skip the last 2 doubles and single in the second chain of that turning chain, of that chain 2. So that's it for the pattern. So now to join on a new color, all you got to do is find your yarn. Okay, so you take your strand of your new color. I'm just using the yellow in this example. Okay, you take the strand of the new color, make a slip knot, and when you're completing, before you complete the last stitch of this row where you want to change a color, you just take a slip knot of the new color and bring that through and finish the last single crochet with the new color. And then you can just cut this, and remember you can cut it as long as this fringe is going to be, and then you can hide these ends in. So now you would just chain 2 with the new color and then continue on in the stitch pattern with the new color. So that's how you join a new color on. And then now let me show you how to make one of these tassels. So the tassels, I'm going to just take this one out so you can see. You would wind this around a piece of cardboard that was this wide, and you just cut one end. So you could take several strands of yarn and just wind it around the cardboard and then cut one side of it, and then you have all these strands to work with. And you hold 3 strands together, and then you have a fold right here. So then let's say I want to put the tassel right here, the fringe. So I'm going to bring my hook from the wrong side, and I am going to, okay, so I bring my hook from the wrong side up to the right side, and then I put the fold of the strands right here. I bring the fold through to the wrong side. I bring all 6 strands over the hook, and I pull the 3 strands of the fold over the 6 strands like this. And you want to do it this way so that this side of the fringe is facing on the right side, because I think it looks better than the back side. So here's the back side. You may not really care about that, but I always make it so that that little bar right there is on the right side. So that's how you put the fringe in. And if you had like an end here of your starting chain, when I wrapped over the 6 strands, I could just wrap over that end and bring it through the fold. So that's how you make the fringe, and that's how you make the scarf. And the links to everything is listed below. And I want to thank you for watching, and please subscribe to our channel.